Okay, let's go. Where is it?
Open ClickFunnels. Then log in there. And then end login for non-enrollment. Go down, scroll down. Okay, no, it is. Click on the first one.
Andy Platinum Funnel.
Yeah, click on the first one.
And does it show?
Show me the sales page first.
Yeah, and then it shows contacts, right? Let me see.
Yeah, contacts, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's good.
show them the sales page, how they get leads, and show them this once it happens when they get leads, and then got it?
Yeah.
You can have more on it.
Yeah, hold on. He's on. Hello? Hey, Alex. How's it going? Can you hear me?
Hi, Dan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I've just put you on the spot here. What have you got for me?
Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, right, the process works that we're basically generating leads, at least 100 leads for you every month. That's being conservative. And then what we do is we're qualifying them. But yeah, let me show you the funnel so I can actually show you visually what works. Screen, yeah. Okay, so this is the this is what we're running right now. Yeah.
So just a visual ad, photo ad, yeah?
Yeah, so what we're doing is a huge opportunity. So we call out the community that's within your 5 miles or within your area. And then we're saying we're doing something crazy to promote health and fitness. So we're offering free transformation sessions. So we use something prolific like crazy to get attention. And we're saying we're looking for 10 women who want to transform their health over the next 12 weeks. So it's something exclusive that they would get. And then basically what we're selling here is the transformation session. So that would be a consultation with you. And we're getting people that only are committed to their health for the next 12 weeks. So that's who it's for people who are committed to change their health for the next 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And so
I'm struggling to see. Sorry, I'm struggling to see that box there. I mean, I think I can make it out, but it's just because our boxes are blocking it out. I've seen something. I've seen something really similar to this because you know, you're catching me at the right time for this stuff. You know, because I'm fascinated about what makes Facebook adverts and Instagram adverts work, and I do need to get better at it. But you probably guessed from now, I'm a very straightforward, very upfront person, and there's just seems to be a lot of bullshit out there, a lot of claims. So I'm really like, if you can show me some evidence, if you can show me something that works and that's good, and there's a way for me to test it out, then I'll listen to your call and I'll bite. But that's why I might be coming across kind of, you know, like I'm putting you on the spot. But
no, I like that.
You know,
I like that you're putting very straightforward.
yeah. I like to see people backing up what they're talking about.
But
I have seen an ad like this. So yeah, I mean, my quick reaction to it is like, let me see.
So let me explain it to you a bit further, right? This would be either for men and women, obviously. There's two different, or men and women together. And then what happens after is the application form. This is where it gets really good. Because obviously you don't want cheapskates or people who are not motivated. You know, you want like better quality clients, right? People that hop on a call with you and are qualified. So that's where from we're using this application form, and what we're doing is we're getting their contact information, right? So we're getting their full name, their email, phone number, and then we're basically having qualifying questions. What are your health and fitness goals over the next 30 days? What have you tried before that has worked and not worked for you? And honestly, why do you think you haven't hit your goals yet? And this is where it gets really good, to see if they're really committed. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how serious are you about making a change? So usually what they do is, for these applications we've received, none of them actually put lower than 8. Like almost it never happens, because they go through this whole process, and once they get to here, they're not going to put like less than 8. And they're not going to go all the way through the funnel, through these questions, and put, no, I'm not ready, you know what I mean, to invest in myself today. So this is where you say, okay, are you ready to, are you ready to hand out the Visa or the MasterCard? And then they say yes. So that's how this application works. So basically, we're getting them more qualified here. And then let me just link that. Then let me check. So once they've gone through the application, so you get people that bounce off, and then people that carry on through, obviously. But if they carry on through, what they have the option to book a call with you, right? So if you set up your Calendly, if you set up your Calendly, right, we can get them to book a call with you, and then you can write what available times would be for you, right?
Yeah. So can I just jump in with a question? So again, it's to do with the nature of my business. So the ads that are out there about transform, 12-week transform yourself. Yes, they are. There's so many people out there that bite at those ads, and that's why I've seen something like this before, because it's the heavy hitting language, transform your body in 12 weeks. But the actual reality in how that's then delivered is different. So I can absolutely see this creating leads, because there's just loads of particularly women out there that just bite, and they want the result. But
yeah, let me show you.
Have you thought about how I would deliver a 12-week transformation program, given that I do outdoor training? How do they know when they're coming through the funnel? They have no idea. Do they have an idea where I'm based? Do they have an idea about my training at all? The fact that it's outdoors? How do they have information about what they're actually, or are you just creating leads for people who are interested in transforming their body? Because that's different. That's different. That's easier to do, because everyone wants to do that. But I need people who are specifically living in a specific location, who want to do outdoor personal training. Because this would be different for me if I was running an online program, where perhaps this would be more appropriate for me. And I am starting something like that. But this is where the detail is important. Do you see what I'm saying? You're gonna create loads of leads, hundreds of leads, of course, for people who are like, yeah, I want to transform my body. I want to be different. I want to lose all the weight in 12 weeks. That market is huge. But how does it translate in reality to me being able to deliver that to someone, because I do outdoor personal training in Wandsworth? So what I'm saying is, I think you're going to just create a whole load of leads that are totally irrelevant for what I can deliver.
Mm-hmm.
With this specific, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you do do you do just outdoor training, or do you train people at home or in the gym, or is it just outdoors?
I don't do gym, but as I mentioned, I am my biggest thing actually at the moment, my biggest project is trying to market an online plan. Now I'm still drafting the plan, and that's where this lead generation through social media advertising is of massive interest to me. Because that in that market, you can put an ad like this out there, and it doesn't matter where the people are based, because the plan entails them doing it from home, doing the workouts themselves from home, and being coached online by me. So that's the difference, I think, with the fact what you're trying to advertise and what I can deliver based on outdoor personal training in a very specific area of London, because people aren't going to travel to come and do personal training. They need to be living within 1 kilometer of where I do it.
Yeah.
It's too targeted for your ads, and I think the way you're doing it, you know what I mean? However, if it's for online, I mean, you can challenge me on that, but I just think in reality, are you going to get me, people who live close to where, I do the training? Are you going to get me them, or are you going to get me a whole lot of people that are interested in body transformation programs, but they don't live anywhere near me? They're just not going to end up being my client outdoors. So that's my skepticism on that side. But when it's online, when it's trying to sell my online coaching, then it becomes a bit more interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's a valid point what you're saying. It depends on your goals, obviously, but what I would like to tell you is these are copies that work. They've been working for a long time. I mean, we've gotten results for a long time with these copies, and depending on how specific or how small the radius is, you're gonna get people that are interested. You're gonna get leads. And people that are qualified, and then what basically you vary it depending on, for example, we can provide content that you've created, so outdoor training, and then combine it with the application form, and then so you still can introduce your content, and then you still keep the other templates the same, if you know what I mean. Because those are the templates that work. So basically, what I'm saying is the template of what I've shown you is the one that's it's solid, because it gets people qualified. It asks specific questions, and then if you want to vary it a little bit based on your type of training, based on your videos that you have, your content, you add it in the beginning, right? So you run ads with those videos, and then they still go back to the application form so that we can qualify them. Does that make sense?
But it does. But would my ads make reference to would the ads that you're creating for me make reference to the location and the fact that it's outdoor training?
Yeah, I mean, do you have content? Do you have content or videos that you've created on outdoor training?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
they're the ones that I tend to use.
Exactly.
But I think that's where I challenge it a bit. It's one thing putting an ad out there. So if you here's the challenge, right? If you were to put an ad out there, actually advertising what I do, which is a 12, you could say you're 12-week, you could say 12-week fitness program in Wandsworth, outdoor personal training with Alex Cowell, because that's actually what I do, right?
Yeah.
So that would be the right thing to advertise. If you ran that ad with those details against your ad saying transform your body in 12 weeks, of course you're going to get way more leads on the big claim to transfer your body. But I need people who are responding. What I don't want is for you to just get a whole load of leads on people that want to transform their body, which is everyone who sees the ad, or loads of people click it, and then they come into the funnel, and then they realize, okay, well, this is in Wandsworth, it's outdoors, and then they're like, it's not relevant to me, That's what I see happening here. I need the ad to say Wandsworth Outdoor Personal Training to really find out whether you've got relevant people. I don't have any doubt that you guys can create leads, but it's different to translating into face-to-face clients, you know, who live 1 kilometer from.
I mean, of course, the ad itself would not be compatible. The first page, there's just some elements that work in that just refer them as how it would be applied to your ad. So, in terms of prolific, what I meant with that works is words like crazy, words like transformation session, words like exclusivity. So for only 10 women or 10 men in the area. So this is just what you've got to look at. Then obviously we're gonna custom tailor it to your type of training outdoors. So that's why I asked you, do you have any videos? We can run those videos. But essentially, yeah, this is, but what are your goals? First, we need to find out about your goals, right? So this is not our only type of ad. This is one of our ads that's working right now. It's getting leads, as you see here, 18 minutes ago. This is a lead that just came through. So when I click here, so it gives me the phone number, you see, and then the email, right? So that's pretty much one lead there.
But this is still, so you'd still have to call that person up. So what essentially has that person done to be classified as a lead?
So they've entered, as soon as somebody has entered, shown interest, and entered their name and email, that's a lead, basically, because they've shown interest. And then when they go for the application form, even better. Having said that, we've got an in-house team, so people that phone them and qualify them. So we get all the information before they hop on a call with you, and you know we make sure they're serious, basically.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is one of our copies. As you can see, there's a lot of leads coming in. 8 hours, 7 hours ago. This is a lot of leads. But yeah, it's not about the leads itself. I mean, I do get where you're coming from. That's why, as I mentioned earlier, we provide with sales training, and we get you appointments that we get appointments to show up at least a minimum of 50% show up rate. So yeah, all you have to do is go for the sales training, really understand the offer, and then be able to transition from the offer to one of your 12-week programs or programs that you have.
Yeah, I guess again, just challenging these things. I mean, my question would be, you know, if they've seen an ad and it has all my details on it, you know, Wandsworth outdoor training, they've got the website details, but they haven't followed up themselves. That just tells me they're not really interested.
You mean like with the application?
Well, no, I mean, even just seeing the ad. I mean, sorry, no, okay, forget that. I know what you're saying, because the ad specifically says we're looking for 10 people. I get you. Yeah, it's a specific offer that you're putting out.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting that you would do we are looking exclusively for 10 people, that particular ad.
Yeah, that's so yeah, that is a good ad, because this is as I mentioned earlier, there's exclusivity, and then there's the free transformation session. So that's what they're getting, right? That's the bait, which is a consultation with you, and then there's exclusivity, and yeah, that it works. This ad works, and then it's also about the application. So we're getting like specific information from them already from the ad, and they're already they're qualified. I mean, they're, you know.
So could I dictate could I mean, but again, to just to challenge, and I mean, I hope you take these challenges as kind of constructive. But there's nothing on that application form that kind of really hones in on, do you want to do outdoor or personal training? You know, it's just, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to invest in yourself? They're leading questions, you know,
Yeah.
how much do you want to achieve your goals? I need people to go through that application form and answer questions like, do you live near Wandsworth? Do you live near Spencer Park in Wandsworth?
Yeah.
Are you doing outdoor training? Because that's qualified leads for me. Again, my big fear is that you'll just return a whole load of people that are interested in losing weight and transforming their body, but they are not going to be local Wandsworth clients for me.
Yeah,
That's my big thing here, Dan.
Okay, so that you really, there's no worry about that. We've got you with that, because when we're running these ads, there's basically an option of how the area that you want to run the ads in. So whoever are the people around your area within 5 miles, it's going to go on those eyeballs. So we wouldn't get any leads that would be outside of the area that you would want to work with. But as you mentioned earlier, it sounds like you've got different goals when it comes to outdoor and online. So how does it work? I mean, what are your goals when it comes to online, and what are your goals right now in the next few months? What are your goals?
Yeah, so there's two things running with me. So my like I said, my outdoor personal training business, that's my current business. That's what brings me in money at the moment. And you know, I've always had skepticism about, you know, how you know, with these things about how you generate leads and people following through. So it's very simple. People come and train with me on a park in a specific area. I sell blocks of sessions. People need to get in contact with me to discuss their goals on an initial consultation. That can be an email. But the general goal for me is to fill my diary in terms of what I want. Probably, you know, on average 25 hours a week. The way I want to fill it. The goal is really simple: sell as many hours as I can, and have clients coming through my system for, you know, 6, 12 weeks or more at a time. So it's a very straightforward model. I sell my time for money, essentially.
Sure.
The online thing, every personal trainer in the world is, well, lots of personal trainers, let's say, are trying to crack the online world at the moment, and I'm sure you're well aware of that. And I've just begun to start the marketing process on that side of things. The goal essentially is the same. The goal is to make money. Is to not have to rely selling on my time, and to get scale. And like I said, the key thing is the difference in the profile. So when I'm doing my personal training face-to-face, it's a very, very specific market. They have to live close to where I do the training. That's the number one thing. And they have to understand that it's outdoor training, it's not gym training. That's why it's very hard to create the leads because it's very, very specific. If you're trying to create the other side, which before talking to you, I'm, you know, planning on doing myself, is to start marketing online training, online coaching. For me at the moment, that is going to entail simply putting up my video content, YouTube workout videos that I do, putting them organically on my Facebook, on my Instagram, snippets of the videos with a normal caption. You know, go check out my my YouTube workouts. The sell then, where you're at, becomes very relevant, is when I have the plan finalized, because like I said, it's not finalized yet to actually deliver because there's some things that need to be written. But when it is, the plan is to advertise on social media at scale, because it doesn't matter if someone lives in America, Ireland,
Exactly. Yeah,
France,
exactly.
it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. All
Yeah.
because the plan just entails them getting in touch with me online. I coach them to me. So it's a really simple and they get nutrition guidance from me. So if I'm being really honest, I mean, I'm interested in creating leads for both, but I do think you would struggle to get me really good quality leads for my Wandsworth-based business.
Mhm.
I just think you'd end up, like I said. I mean, I'm not shooting you down, but I just think you're not going to get me 100 leads. You're just not.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you're going to get hundreds of leads of people who are interested in doing 12-week body transformation programs. That's very different. But you might be able to get me more leads for the online package. That's probably more interesting to me.
Okay.
But
yeah.
in general,
Yeah. So now, right now, how many clients are you willing to take on top with the outdoor training? How many are you looking for to add?
oh God, 10 to 15.
Sorry?
I would say 10 to 15 that I have
Yeah.
capacity for now at the moment.
Okay, 10 to 15 clients. Okay. And what package do you typically give them? Is it a sessions or is it monthly memberships?
Session packs, yeah, session packs.
Sessions. Okay.
So,
Right. Okay. So now, right now, how many clients have you got right now? Outdoor.
15,
That,
10 to 15. Some of them do 2 sessions, so I actually don't know how many clients I have.
Okay, so you're actually training 15 clients right now, twice a week. Is that right?
Some of them twice a week. So, I mean, everything's been different for the last 10 weeks, as you know, because business has got shut down. So I've been doing it on online. So I mean, I don't have a lot of business going on at the moment, which is why all this is highly relevant to me. In all honesty, I've got these 2 focuses. I've got trying to get clients just from my everyday Wandsworth business, but the bigger picture for me is actually the online, trying to crack that world because it's scalable. And I personally don't want to be doing the face-to-face training forever, because I'm getting older. So that's where my interest lies, is cracking the online model, email marketing, funnels, bringing people through this stuff. I'm very alert to all of the advertising that goes on around this, which is why I'm putting you on the spot and kind of saying, all right, well, look, I'm going to hear you out. What have you got for me? Because to be honest, I see all of these things popping up on Facebook, move online, earn 7 figures. And my brain is just going, bullshit. Show me some evidence, I'm just very skeptical about, the promises to be able to generate leads and increase, 7-figure incomes. But I wanted to hear you out, and because it's definitely an area of interest for me. So
okay.
There you go. Yeah.
So you said that your bigger picture right now is to build your online business. And what would you say you would need to do in order to do that?
Get better at marketing.
Right. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I need to create my product, which I said. I need to finalize my product, and only I can do that, really, I think. So I need to finalize what the client would be doing, if they were to come into an online coaching program with me. How is that actually structured, and how is it priced? And that's what I'm finalizing at the moment, and I hope to have that done over the next few weeks. And then it's marketing. It just boils down to getting that out there, marketing. So, like I said, I imagine there is a lot of personal trainers out there who struggle, probably even more than me, with Facebook, Instagram, social media advertising. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I do know how to run ads. you know, I think there's a big market for personal trainers out there who just really need help with that social media marketing. I'm not saying I don't need help. I'm not great at it, but I think I'm doing the right things. But maybe I'm just, you know, the ads that I'm running are either there's not enough budget on there, I'm not investing enough, or the copy isn't right. You know, it's hard to know. You know, that's why I'm interested. Like, can you really do something different that I'm doing? You know, like, can you really?
Yeah.
You know, am I really doing something majorly wrong? Do you have some secrets? Do you have some, you know, in terms of the ads, it's ads themselves, you know, that's my big question with all this.
Okay. So you said that you were looking for secrets, I mean, more information on how to move forward from here. What else are you hoping to gain from this call today?
Just to see what the offering is, you know. I think, you know, when I picked up the phone, it's easy to go, look, I'm not interested, but you literally phoned. I don't know if you're like somehow spying on me, but you literally phoned after I had just run like just pressed, you know, 2 Instagram adverts, like half an hour before. So the timing of your call is perfect. It couldn't be more perfect. I don't know. Is that a coincidence, or do you get is there some way of tracking when I run ads?
Yeah, I'm a Facebook pixel. No, I'm joking. But no, it must be coincidence.
Yeah, well, perfect timing. And one of the things that I just got frustrated with was I tend to use Instagram more to find user friendly, but I actually feel like I might be better in terms of the audience, because I tend to get people responding to my ads on Instagram, and then I think they get scared away when they see the prices of my service, which isn't crazy. And I think that boils down to the fact that a lot of the people that are on Instagram more of the time are younger. They don't necessarily have the money. So actually my target market is probably 40 plus, the people with money, you know. So the 25-year-olds on Instagram, they always come on and respond to the ads saying, you know, how much are your sessions? It's all, you know, they're worried about the cost, and that's just a red flag immediately. Like, so I started to think, you know, you probably should be doing more on Facebook. Now I'm very unaware that Facebook on Instagram. So my frustration was, why, and I know you can do this, but I haven't figured it out. Why, if I just run the ad in Facebook, then it should appear on Instagram. I've paid for the advert to Facebook, the owning company. So why isn't it appearing in both systems? Why isn't it appearing on Facebook and also in Instagram stories? And I know it says it does, because I've run those ads and it says, do you want your ad to appear in Facebook? But I haven't actually seen it working you know, seen evidence of it working. You know, when I run it, particularly when I run it in Facebook, you know, nothing seems to happen on Instagram. So my point here being, you know, I do have frustrations around social media advertising and trying to crack it, which is why I am putting myself out there a bit more to listen to people, to see whether maybe I am missing something here. You know, like maybe there are guys like yourself out there who have ways of doing it that I'm not doing.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I get you're trying to find out as much information as possible on how to run the marketing. That's what it sounds like. And I mean, with that, I mean, it's I get what you mean. Having said that, what we would you don't really need to concern yourself with that as much, because on our end we can deal with this so that we integrate your Instagram, because on the Facebook ads, basically what you can do is retarget your Instagram page. So whoever visits your Instagram page, or whoever clicks and likes one of your posts on Instagram, is going to be retargeted on Facebook. So we do have ways to deal with that. But yeah, what I found is that talking to personal trainers, it's like they some of them want to they actually don't want to run the business, like the marketing side. They want to focus on serving their clients.
Hmm.
Is that something that you're looking to do, or is that?
That'd be lovely, but of course it costs money to do that. So I'm trying. It'd be lovely to have to be able to outsource my social media, and have
Yeah.
people who understand what I'm about. But of course it costs money, which kind of brings me on to my next question. I mean, how do you price your services? I mean, the way my mindset works, I'll be really upfront again, as I have always been. I would, based on this phone call, and I'm sure you probably don't work like this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Based on this phone call, my mind would want to go, right, Dan, you seem like a decent guy. I'm willing to spend £100 as a test, as a trial. That's it. That's my budget. And if you can even get me one client, one for just putting the online stuff aside, because we're not ready for that. If you can get me one client that turns into a paying client and ends up doing 6 or 12 sessions with me, then I will come into your system for further. You'll have proved to me that you can do it. That's kind of how I operate. I need to see some kind of real life evidence. I'm willing to spend a little bit of money, give you a week to run an ad and see, does it actually turn into anything? Because what infuriates me is the idea of spending a lot of upfront money and there's promises about leads and this, that, and the other, and it's all just irrelevant stuff.
Yeah.
That's my worry. You know what I mean? So is that something you can do?
So basically, how much are you spending at the moment? I mean, how is it working for you so far? How much are you spending on ads at the moment?
I just did 2 separate ads on Instagram, £30 each, 6 days.
Okay.
Like I don't have a big advertising.
Okay.
I just put a tester out there. My feeling on that is like, with the way they set up, audiences and stuff like that, it's telling me that there's whatever 35,000 people within the audience that you've created. You might reach 300 to 1,000 a day. My feeling is, if I'm not getting even one person out of the £30 6-day ad, then why would it be different if I spend £300? You know what I mean? Like, it's just all relative, so I don't spend 100, 200, 300 at a time. I'm like, if it's an ad that's gonna work, you should get one person for a 30 quid ad, So that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I approach it.
Okay. So basically, what would you say? I mean, right now, how many leads did you get out of these ads? How many actual appointments did you generate from these?
So like I said, those 2 that I've just run are they just went an hour ago. In fact, one is still being approved because they're going to approve it. So I think I did one yesterday or this morning maybe, and then one just before you called me, which is still pending approval. And I have a lead. I'll just check my Instagram. One lead based on that ad. So like I got one lead within an hour of running that ad.
Okay.
But like I said, I've sent her all the information and I haven't heard anything back. So there you go. Okay. Am I to think, well, if you had spent 300 instead of 30, you'd have 10 leads by now, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of test the water with things,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to double down on an ad that's not working. Obviously, what you want to do is you want to have an ad set that's generating you know, leads, and then once you've got it in place, then you double down on it. That's why you stop the ad sets that
Yeah.
are not working and you double down on the ones that are working. But yeah, have you actually worked with a marketing agency before?
No, no.
Never
And
worked.
that all boils down to cost, you know. Like, I'd love, as I said, I'd love to work with some people that are better than me at marketing, but I tried to do everything, like a lot of personal trainers. You try to do everything yourself to save money, you know.
Yeah, I know, understand. But so, okay, so can I just can I let you know my goal for this call?
Please do, yeah, and just maybe a little bit about how you price your services would be great.
Okay, so I have two. First, I want to fully immerse myself in what's going on, and I'm going to ask a handful of questions you may not be used to hearing. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Second, at the end of this call, I'm going to do one of these two things. Depending on what we uncover, that might even surprise yourself. I'm going to let you know if I can help you, which at that point I'll refer you to someone that I know can. Or two, I'm going to present you with an offer. At that point, I only ask you to give me a hell yes or a hell no. Either way, you're going to learn more about your business than you had a firm grasp prior to us meeting. Does all of that work for you?
Yeah, fire away.
Okay. So yeah, you said that basically you said that you've never worked with someone, a marketing agency before. What has stopped you from pulling the trigger with someone else at this point?
Two things. The trying to save money and not spending money on outsourcing a service which I am trying to do myself, and it boils down to the question mark of pretty much what I started with you on this call saying was, is a marketing agency essentially just going to run Facebook ads for me because I can do that myself?
Okay, so it boils down to knowing um, exactly right everything in front of the table, right? I mean, knowing that it's not just about generating the ads, but it's about more. It's like a full process. Am I correct?
Sorry, I didn't follow that question, Dan, or what that last point.
So it stopped you from pulling the trigger because you've found that a lot of marketing agencies are just generating leads and they're not doing much more than that.
Well, I don't have evidence of that because I've never used it. It's I'm skeptic. I have skepticism about what is actually the service, what is delivered, and why is it better than me running ads with my own content and my own copy? Like, why is it better?
Okay.
That's what stops me.
All right. Okay.
You know, like I said, if I'm shown evidence from a trial that somebody like yourself can get me more clients with my advertising budget, then I'm absolutely willing to pay a premium for that service if I can afford it. But I need hard evidence that you can get clients, not leads, not wish-washy leads, that you can get me relevant clients for my PT business, which has very specific kind of location requirements. So.
Mhm. Okay. So you said that your bigger picture is to develop your online business. But yeah, right now you're also looking to find more outdoor clients. I mean, what would you say would be your specific goal with your online business? I mean, what would you like to hit as a monthly income with your online business in the next few months?
Again, I mean, unlimited, but I need to be realistic. I think if I was creating a first launch ad for my online program, it would probably start with exactly what you're talking about. I'm looking to take 10 people on board, and I would do something exactly like you've prescribed. As I said, I've seen an ad, and something was sent to me by, you might know, Tim Megginson's crew. I don't know. You're not part of that business, are you?
No.
No. So again, another Facebook promotion about, you know, online training. Do you want more clients? Yada yada yada. But what drew me to his ad was I recognized someone in the video, and I recognized him as a personal trainer who actually worked in the same area as I did. And he, within their promotional video, that guy was speaking about the results. So I said, oh, okay, maybe this isn't bullshit. I'm gonna actually click through on this. So I clicked through, and it ended up being I didn't do a call because I just didn't make the time to set up a call. But what they did was send me a free template ad of what is working. This is our best working ad. This is getting crazy leads. And it was literally the same language. It was crazy results, body transformation. It was all that language. It was nearly identical to the ad that you have. So I have it on my computer. That's why I said to you, I've seen this before, or something very similar. So, but that's as far as that went.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I understand. So yeah, I mean, what would you consider then to be your biggest challenge right now in terms of growing your online business? I mean, you said you're studying Facebook ads. What would you consider your biggest challenge to be right now?
I mean, well, like I said, first I have to design the product and the service. I need to design the plan and finalize what I am actually offering and what I can deliver. So that's all down to me, really. Unless, you know, someone can highlight things that I'm not including in my plan. But that's the first part. It's actually providing the product. And then the second hurdle is finding people to do it.
Right.
How do I find people through social media or Google who are going to want to pay me money for never meeting me, and they're going to want to pay me money for me to design a fitness plan for them?
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Okay. So is that something that you're looking to find a solution for now, or is it more of on the radar to fix kind of thing?
Well, I can't do anything about it until I have the product, but I'm nearing the end of that stage. So yeah, like I said, perhaps the services you offer are of interest to me in generating you know, leads that have no they have no restriction on location or outdoor training or anything like that. Just people, I think the market for people who maybe want to do a fitness plan that involves them doing home workouts, which is what that's what mine is about. That market is potentially quite big at the moment. Well, it's always big, but it's potentially even bigger right now. So marketing that and standing out from the noise that's already out there, because there's so many people offering the same thing. Marketing that is and getting people into my ecosystem and getting people to buy my plan over other plans. That's going to be a massive challenge for me.
Yeah, can I be honest with you? I feel like there's a conflicting point of view with what your goals are, because you said that you want to do outdoor and then you want to do online training. So maybe you need to gain some clarity in terms of what your goals are.
I would disagree. I respectfully disagree on that one. That's just what that's what a lot of trainers are doing, because your face-to-face business is how you earn money. So a lot of personal trainers are they like doing a section of face-to-face training because they like actually meeting with people and training, and that's the quickest and easiest way to start. And then over the last few years, people have tried to move into online, either as another revenue stream, which is the most common, to create another revenue stream and build that up alongside having you selling your PT hours. And then if you're lucky enough to actually really have success with your online, you peel back your face-to-face time and you can work online. I don't actually want to work with people exclusively online because I like actually being face-to-face with people. So my specific goal is to keep my outdoor personal training business going, but be able to have the flexibility to do the hours that I want to do, and then create another revenue stream through my online. And as that builds, I will pull back as I earn more money online, pull back my face-to-face hours.
And
so I think it's very common to run both.
And when you're going to train online, you still want to do outdoor sort of like vid training programs for them. I mean, let me explain to me what sort of training are you doing outdoors? What is your main niche? Yeah.
It's general fitness for usually people between 30 and 50. It's weight loss, strength. They basically work on cardio, resistance, core training, all the general stuff.
But why is it outdoor? Why can you not
general
do it
personal
indoor?
training?
What?
Because it's my own business. I don't work for a gym, and I don't have a gym.
No, but I mean,
I don't work for anybody.
what I mean is, if you're doing online, they can still train indoors, right? They don't need to train outdoors.
They can, yeah. They can train. They can train at home. They can train in their gym. What I'm setting up at the moment is based on home training. So the target market is for people who don't have time to go to the gym, and that will be my focus for now. It won't be anything to do with gym.
So
but that's not to say that they couldn't do my workouts in the gym.
Okay, so it's like body weight loss kind of training. Yeah. And what would you say? I mean, like in your experience, where do you really focus in terms of body weight? Do you have a specific expertise within the body weight, or?
No.
Okay.
I'm just good at general fitness training for people.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I'm asking is it's because what's happening with our clients is that personal trainers, I mean, is the more you are focused on your niche, the more you get sort of like a unique selling point. You create your unique selling point, the more you can charge, because no one else is doing, no one else is like you. But what we found is that a lot of personal trainers, what they do, right, is they charge based on competition rather than charging based on results. So it's also sort of like, what is your worth? Like, kind of, it's not based on the competition, but if you're the Rolls Royce of your industry, then you can charge more. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, but again, I've been through this dilemma and this conversation with myself, and it's with the personal training market is a market at the end of the day, and there is known average rates in London for personal training. So I'm actually at the higher end of the rate, which is why people, when they actually hear what my rates are, and they're not crazy rates, but when they hear what they are, they realize it's probably at the higher end. So the rates are the rates. The rates kind of need to be what they are at the moment. To your point about niche, yes, I agree. In some respect, I agree. Possibly not so much with the outdoor training, because again, I need to be able to train everyone from a woman who's looking to lose fat on her body to a man who's trying to build muscle. Where the niche thing is a big question mark in my mind is, again, when I go online, how do I stand out from the noise? Am I trying to be all things to all people? Or should I just work with men over 40? Now that, and become an expert in that. That's potentially something I would do, because the ads are very targeted then, because they just stand out to, they just tell people that this is who I work with. I only work with men over 40. And when men over 40 see that, they go, okay, well, this is specifically for me. It's not a general. So yeah, I'm aware of all these. I'm aware of all these things,
Yeah. Can I give you an example of a niche, very kind of specific?
Yeah.
So there's this client we have. He's he's over 50-year-old. He's super jacked. He's 56. He's super jacked. He's got like a massive six-pack, and I mean that's he's kind of the ad himself, because you don't see, it's very uncommon to see a 56-year-old that jacked.
Yeah.
So he would appeal to people who are 50 and want to look young. See, because they go to somebody their age and they see, oh wow, he looks so young, he looks so jacked. I wanna go to him. But obviously that's a very specific niche. But yeah, coming back to you, like if you have a more, because some personal trainer, what they do is they allow their services to be for anyone, but that's too vague, it's too big. So it would be good to have like a more specific niche, so that when people look at you, they see, oh, you've gotten results for these kind of people. I am that kind of person, so I'm going to go to you. And I feel like you are more of an authority within that age group, or within that kind of group of people. So you can charge a lot more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate to jump in because I'm enjoying the conversation, but I do need to jump off now because I've got to go and make dinner. It's 6:30. I mean, are you based in London there, or?
Yeah, I'm based in Waterloo actually. I used to live in Wandsworth before, near Battersea, and then I moved
okay, there you go.
to
There
Waterloo.
you go.
Yeah.
Can we just pause it there? Is there anything that you can kind of send me as a follow-up by email? I mean, I'm happy to kind of read a little bit more about it, and just keep this conversation potentially more open, because we haven't got to discuss pricing for services and all that kind of thing. So,
Okay.
If you can just email me.
Yeah, let's keep this conversation. What we can do, right, is tee up another call where we can I can walk you through the system a bit more. Would it work out tomorrow? Are you free tomorrow morning, or are you free any later?
I've got sessions tomorrow morning. What time are they finishing? 11. I could probably do like 11:15 tomorrow.
Okay.
That work?
I can do 11:30. Is that okay?
Yes. Let's go with that. 11,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. What I'll do is I'll send you a calendar invite, so you've got it there on your email, and then I'll send you a video. But the video, what it does is it actually doesn't explain the system, but it does explain about the struggles that personal trainers are facing, and it basically talks about the mindset of personal trainers and how it's important to change that mindset. But yeah, it doesn't explain about the system. I'll just be upfront. You won't gain like nuggets on that on the video. But yeah, let's round up tomorrow at 11:30.
11:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
Okay. Great. Appreciate your time, Dan. Thank you.
All right. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Take care.